this behind me is Tynemouth Castle, the gatehouse, and we've got also Lord Collingwood in the background there as well. So that's a very nice shot, I feel that. And we've got this lovely view here. Look at down here. We've got King Edward's Bay, and we've got the beach down there, and we've got some brave souls in the water there in swimming costumes. I don't know how they're doing that. Brave people. And down there, across there, we've got the council are doing some work on the sea defences, on the seawall. So it's good that there's some work going on there. And this is actually down here is the famous Jingling Geordie's cave. And I've written extensively on Jingling Geordie on my website, penball.uk. Down here is his cave, and he was a notorious smuggler and like almost a kind of pirate and a shipwrecker, and there's all kinds of myths and legends associated with him. But come and have a look down here and you might be able to get a good view in his cave here. Just step up here and see down there. You can see there's a doorway down there, and that was originally 2 rooms, and the roof came off this after a landslip some time ago in the 19th century, and so it's left open like this. But this was once a sort of closed cave where people used to congregate, and it was said that the smuggler lived there. Now, if we look up at this stonework here, it's very old, as you can see. This stonework and this crenellation, these walls across here, they were the castle was allowed to be crenellated. That means have a wall built around the perimeter in like the late 13th century. So around about 1290s. Now the king at the time was King Edward I, or Longshanks, and this is also called King Edward's Bay. And I like to think that perhaps it's called King Edward's Bay really for that reason, but some people disagree with me with that. But Longshanks, or the Hammer of the Scots he was also known as, was the most extensive castle builder in this country, in this country's history, especially in Wales, especially in Scotland. And this is a fine example, because during the 13th century we were constantly at war with the Scots, and the Scottish army would come in and ruin ravage this village and burn it down, and there was lots of episodes of that. And so this was crenellated by Edward I to protect the entrance to the Tyne, and protect this region against Scottish invasion. So he was really adamant about that, and he was a very strong king, as most people know. He's the king who was made famous in the movie Braveheart, Edward I, that kind of mean king, and who was very ruthless and merciless and all that. So that really comes from about 1290, I say. King Edward's kind of associated with the castle in its form that we see today.